I think it's devaluing from a club and in a country that puts so much onus on the Ballon d'Or and what it means and what it represents.
Where's Rodri from?
From Spain.
Oh, right, I see. So he helped
España.
He helped Spain also win the Euros.
Correct.
España.
But from a Real Madrid perspective, let's say, it doesn't look like it's going to happen this year, but let's say in next year or a couple of years down the road, a Real Madrid player does win it. Now, this kind of pettiness, nobody feels happy for them. Nobody celebrates with Real Madrid. And then the other issue, and this is a irk of mine, I have this thing with big clubs and a victim mentality. How can Real Madrid employ a victim mentality in world football? That simply is beyond me. So again, I just find everything about Real Madrid and what they've done, it's more than just petty. I think, again, it devalues the competition and any kind of affinity anybody has for Real Madrid and any Real Madrid player who wins it in the future. And it says that Real Madrid have this belief, or seem to have this belief, that everybody's against them when everybody else, I'm sure, are willing to say the opposite.
It would never happen, but it would be great for a guy like Vinny Jr. to actually not only attend the event, but come out and say, you know what, Rodri, in a year in which there was summer competition, Copa America, alongside the Euros, Rodri was outstanding in the Euros, and I was not outstanding from Brazil, and we were not outstanding.
But I'll prove you all wrong next year.
And this serves as motivation. It would be amazing. Yeah. And what is wrong with that? Well, apparently a whole lot. So it's much better to not show up and then allow us to sort of form our opinions based upon them not showing up, them not being there, instead of what could be basically a night of celebration for both Rodri and Real Madrid, mind you, and Real Madrid. They could have made this a night of celebration as well.
Mario?
You know who I blame? I blame Alex and Mark. They're journalists.
No.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
They're journalists.
I think that's very loose term.
That's who's to blame here.
No. You know what I feel in this situation also. It's like you know, when you don't turn up for those events and you won it so many times. Real didn't have to do that. You know, it's not only like, you know, we're talking about they're not turning up, but they didn't have to do it, because normally if we look at the list of the players that have won it, has been so many times a Real Madrid player. And disappointment is always going to be in this factor, because look, there is some players that wanted to win it. Okay, Lewandowski was a big example for us, where we said, like, how can he not have won it? And they didn't give it to him. So I feel like moments like this, they should have been, they are a giant of a club, and you should carry it like that to the event. Bring your club the way your level is of size of club, and bring it like that. And that's, I think, would have been a totally better situation for them.
Here is the top 5 then, in all of its glory. When it comes to Ballon d'Or, Rodri won it. It's top 10, in fact. There we go. And then it's Vinicius Jr, Jude Bellingham, Dan Carvajal, Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe's there as well. It's an offside joke there somewhere. But it is Rodri then who wins it. Obviously a big surprise for Manchester City, Mark, and maybe not the same fanfare for Rodri that there would have been for Vinicius Jr with regards to how both countries celebrate this award.
Well, whether Man City is surprised, I know they've mounted a very big campaign to get Rodri the job, including letting me speak to Rodri last month to give an interview about how he should win the Ballon d'Or. So I think City will be pushing their chances.
See, I told you. I tried to tell you all.
Listen, I'm looking for an assist on this one, by the way. So, I mean, Rodri made the point that there's not been a Spanish winner of the Ballon d'Or since Luis Suarez in the 1960s, which sounds ridiculous that Spain hadn't had a Ballon d'Or winner, considering that great Spain side of the last 10, 15 years. So I think this is a win for football, and obviously it's a win for Man City because they've never had a Ballon d'Or winner. It's the first Premier League Ballon d'Or winner since Cristiano Ronaldo at United in 2008. So, you know, it's been dominated by 2 players, as we know, for the last 10, 15 years in 2 clubs. So, Man City have certainly earned the right to have a Ballon d'Or winner. I'd have thought it would have been an Erling Haaland or a Kevin De Bruyne first, but I think Rodri absolutely deserves the Ballon d'Or. I think he's been brilliant. He's the best player in the world in his position. He's a real example to players, away from the celebrity stars. He has no social media. He lives a quiet life. He's a brilliant professional, and, it's good for the game that it's not all about having these amazing Instagram campaigns and scoring these amazing goals. It's not all about strikers. It's about the most important player on the pitch sometimes. And I think, he is the big team player in this, and a team player has finally won the individual award. So, well done, Rodri, and, congratulations, Man City, for having a Ballon d'Or winner.
We could go around the horn. I can ask you who should win, but I think there's arguments for both, and that's that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah? OK, good. I'm glad you agree. Well, let's move in on.
Well, good.
Let's take a look at the other winners, shall we, from the Ballon d'Or ceremony. Have we got them?
There we are.
But Marty won the Women's Ballon d'Or. Martinez, best goalkeeper. Lamine Yamal, more anti-Real Madrid. Lamine Yamal, who's coach of the year? Oh, Carlo Ancelotti. I wonder how they did that. I wonder who picked up the award. Anyway, Emma Hayes, Club of the Year. Women's Club of the Year, meanwhile, Barcelona.